There's so much business opportunity. If you look at statistically, look at what's broken and how are you the solution for it? What's that thing that you do naturally that now we can leverage that and we can get paid for it? Because I need you to get paid. How many of you are ready to really get paid at a whole nother level? I need you to get paid, get paid, get paid. So let me show you from my experience, from my clients' experiences. We had 30 live events. 30 live events. We did 75 events last year. I did 42 podcasts last year. I did 22 interviews last year. What did you do? So how do we thrive? All that leaded to a 7-figure business. All that leaded to 7-figure sales in our biggest crisis in our country. You need to know that wealth is your birthright. Why do I have words on my wall? Why do I have wealth is your birthright up on my ceiling? Because I know that if I don't change my mindset, Anna, if I don't change my mindset, Courtney, if I don't change my mindset, Sabrina, then I will stay small. You are the captain of your ship. You are the captain of your ship. Listen, I've not built one business. I've not built 2 businesses. I've built 10 businesses, 7 of them multi-million-dollar businesses, Rev. When you 2 of them, $10 million companies. If I can do it, you can do it. And Cheryl, I need you to know that my education is I have my PhD, and I stole this from Constance Carder. Constance, what's my PhD? Share with everybody.
Public high school diploma.
Public high school diploma. We got our public high school diplomas. That's my sister from another mister. Don't get it twisted. She's got a C-A-R-T-E-R. I got a C-A-R-D-E-R, but we are the dynamic duo in creating wealth. And we decided, right? We decided, nobody deemed it. Nobody gave it to us. There's no wand. There's no sprinkle fairy dust. What it takes to run a business, what it takes is radical action. Put that in the chat, radical action. This week is about radical action. This week is about unstoppability. This week is about your destiny is calling. That's your destiny. Your destiny's calling. You've been hearing that knock. Last year, there was 3 types of people. The first type of person was like, cocktails, party, I don't have to work. Right? Then there was people that were like, what is happening? Right? They're asking, what is happening? Then the third type of people that are on this call, people who are about making it happen, people who are doing it, people who are being radical. How many of you are about being radical? Raise your hand so I can see you. If you were about radical last year, you might have been radical going in the wrong direction, but you were radical, right, Dr. V? Right? We were radical. And so last year, we created amazing results inside of our business. We created a 7-figure business in a market where 49% of people went out of business. 49% of people went out of business. So we were in over 8,000 PR outlets last year, 8,000 PR outlets, right? I need you to know that you can't stop because it gets hard. This week is about juicy content. It's about your future is calling. It's business nuggets to take your business to the next level. I'm bringing my badass sisters, my badass brother, right, to this call, to this tribe, because you need to see yourself, not just in me, but see yourself in the teachers that I'm bringing to you. Why am I bringing you these teachers? Because they get stuff done. They get it done. They're in radical action. They're not waiting for it to happen. They make it happen, right? There are global leaders. They make stuff happen, right? And then I'm going to invite you all this week to take radical action into your future. I'm going to invite you this week to do something different, to get something different, because it takes action. Joan Baez said, action is the antidote for despair. The next thing I'm going to bring is a community. This is a ride or die community. This community will support you. This community, when you think no one's there for you, raise your hand if you're in my community and you know this to be true. So people can see this isn't like a shtick. This isn't like, oh, I haven't found my home. Welcome home. Welcome home. You found your home. You found your tribe. You found your people. Now I come bearing gifts. I come bearing gifts. My team comes bearing gifts. So Josie, wave your hand so everybody can see Josie. Josie is my secret weapon. Everybody needs a Josie. Don't take my Josie, but everybody needs a Josie. Josie is the behind the scenes. So we've created some contests. How many of you love prizes? Show me your hand if you love prizes so I can see. I see you, right? Prizes make the world fun. What gets rewarded gets repeated. Write that down. The class has started. What gets rewarded gets repeated. So I want to reward you, but here I need your help. I need your help because I'm on a mission. I'm on a mission to transform 1 million businesses. Put that in the chat. What's your mission? I'm on a mission to transform 1 million businesses. What are you transforming this year? Put it in the chat. I want to see. What are you doing? Put it in the chat. Thank you, Lisa. A mission to transform 1 million businesses. Thanks, Jen. Right? What's your mission? You got to have a big, bold, audacious goal. Big, bold, audacious goal. This is the perfect time to create that. Okay, so 92% of people set New Year's goals and they never actually achieve them. They never achieve them. 80% of people never set goals. You guys, that's the secret formula. Set the goal, be in action. Set the goal, be in action. 20% of the population that does set goals, 70% fail to achieve them because they put them in a drawer. How many of you are guilty of this? You set goals and you put them in a drawer. They might be on a goal board, but you never look at them again. Come on, I know it's not just me and Kathy, right? Thank you, Dr. B. Thank you, Lynetta. Thank you, Sam. Right? Really, just the 4 of us? Come on, y'all. Right? Yes, Wendy. Right now, imagine what you do accomplish. What you do accomplish, and you're not really clear. What you do accomplish. So I want to share some stats with you, what happened inside of the pandemic. So I want you to look at this slide, and this talks about the impact that COVID had on us. I want you to look at that. 48% of businesses have severe negative impact from COVID. And then another 46% just had negative impact. So I want you to think about that. I know we've all been impacted. My business completely shifted. How many of you, your business has shifted? So let me see, show hands so I can see you. Yes, yes. Okay, great. I need to see y'all to really look, to know that you're here with me. I want to shift that for you. I want to shift that for you. So every day, every morning in Africa, a gazelle wakes up. It knows it must run faster than the lion or it'll be killed. Every morning, a lion wakes up. It knows it must run the slowest gazelle. It will starve to death. It doesn't matter whether you're the lion or the gazelle. The sun comes up and you better start running. How many of you know, like, I felt last year, I felt like I was the gazelle and COVID was the lion. How many of you feel the same way, right? So here's what I want to say about that. Are you the lion or are you the gazelle? Both are powerful. Both make a difference. Both are running. The difference, the gazelle runs only because it's hunted. The lion runs because it was born to hunt. I was born to hunt. You were born to hunt. We were born to hunt. You weren't born to be passive. You didn't hit your goals. You stayed stuck because you didn't get in radical action. I need you to be in radical action. I want you to look at our clients in our community. Their client base is up 49%. These are real stats from our global leaders. Their social media following up 178%. Their engagement in their social media. So they're not bot fans. Their engagement is up 186%. Sales are up 63%. I need to know what's your future. I need to know what's your plan. So you need to do it. I don't know who that was, but you chimed in right at the right time. So what's your future? What's your plan? This week is all about building your plan for 2021. If you haven't already done it, let me see by a show of hands. How many of you have already created your 2021 plan? Let me see. How many of you have done it so I can see your hand? Thank you. Thank you, Molly. Who else? Let me see. I got to go through 2-3 pages. Thank you, Kimberly. Thank you, Faith. Thank you, Anna. Thank you, Zena, right? A day. What's up, a day? Latina, thank you. Right? I want to see. Right? Because if you haven't done it yet, we're behind. Hope, thank you. Benita. Burl McLean, Claire's on the phone. Good to see you. We got to create our plan and we got to come out running towards your future, running towards your destiny. Now, businesses who have had radical success, because I know you're feeling, how many of you feel stuck? How many of you are like, you've been hit? Let me see the realness so I can see. Raise your hand if last year like kicked you on your butt, right? Even if you were successful, it still kicked us all on our butt, right? We had to reinvent. Thank you, Kathy, right? We had to reinvent. So I'm going to show you, I'm in so many different groups to be able to stay on top of what's happening right now, right? I'm networking with 8, 9, 10-figure business women and businessmen so that I can stay in the leading edge for you, bringing you all the best content, the hot content, what's up, what's now, and what's happening inside of our businesses. So I'm going to share, this was a study done by the Chamber of Commerce and Inc. magazine, and then from our own database and our own teams, like what is happening, what businesses are thriving. Because when you know what's thriving, that's where you capitalize on it. There's so much business opportunity. Write that in the chat. There's so much business opportunity. I need you to know that there's so much business opportunity. Put it in the chat. You have to see it as a possibility. There's so much business opportunity. If you look at statistically, look at what's broken and how are you the solution for it? What's that thing that you do naturally that now we can leverage that and we can get paid for it? Because I need you to get paid. How many of you are ready to really get paid at a whole nother level? I need you to get paid, get paid, get paid. So let me show you from my experience, from my clients' experiences. This is what's happening in our marketplace today. The ones that are having radical growth. One, digital marketing. If you're great at marketing, digital marketing is explosive. Online businesses, online schools. So if you're a coach, put in the chat, I'm a coach, I'm a consultant, whatever your vocation is, put that in the chat so I can see that, right? Business consulting. People are looking for answers now. Make it all result oriented. What's the result you help people produce? What's the result you help people produce? I need you to look at the result you help people produce. That's what people are buying right now, is the result people are producing. Graphic design firms, small businesses popping up everywhere. Tutoring, online fitness and health coaches. I have clients that are like, Susie, I have a fitness business. We have to reinvent it. We have to reinvent it. We're all still working out. We're all still doing it. Your app developers, drop shipping, commercial cleaning, home improvement. How many of you, I did a home improvement over my vacation, right? I did home improvements. Everyone's Lowe's is packed. Home Depot packed, right? Box subscriptions. Box subscriptions are those things like I get a bully box every month for my dog. Look, I'm one of those people. I get a bully box that has dog toys every single month and the dog goes crazy for it. Telehealth. Home healthcare services, drip IVs, mobile services. These are the hot businesses. So I want you to think now, how in your business right now, can you incorporate this? Can you shift your model to this so that we can see how do you leverage the financial well-being for your business? This week is all about that. How can you shift it? How can you pivot? Because success isn't doing one thing different. It's doing all the things different. When I look at my business, when COVID hit, we immediately met as a team and said, what do we do differently? And we shifted on a dime. We had 30 live events, We did 75 events last year. I did 42 podcasts last year. I did 22 interviews last year. What did you do? So how do we thrive? All that leaded to a 7-figure business. All that leaded to 7-figure sales in our biggest crisis in our country. The biggest crisis in our country. We've never been locked down before. We've never had this before. So I want you to look at what do you need to do differently? Because this year can't be like last year. I don't know about you, but this year can't be like last year. How many of you are with me? This year can't be like last year. We're getting creative. It's making me think outside of the box, right, Dr. V? Dr. V and I just created an amazing partnership out of the box because of what happened last year. Where's Melanie Clark? Melanie Clark, raise your hand. We created something out of the box because of last year. You've got to be around people that can help you think out of the box. That's why this tribe's important. That's why being in the Facebook group is important. You need to be in radical action. You need to build your plan first. Don't build your plan last. Don't have a plan in your head. How many of you know you have a plan, but it's all here, right? My plan's all here, y'all. It's in my head. I need you to look at it. I need to get it out of your head. I need to put it on paper. You need to manage a tight budget. Jen fills in, raise your hand. Jen was one client that came to me and managed her budget and said, here's my budget, immediately when COVID hit. I did that. My students did that. We all got on our budgets. We eliminated the fat and kept the meat. What's the meat? Your marketing is the meat. Your advertising is the meat. Your education is the meat. I invested more in my education last year and this year because I knew that my education would give me the result. Constance's going to talk about that. Our education, we may not have real PhDs like my doctors on this call, like Dr. V, like Dr. Delicia. We may not have that kind of PhD, but we have education because we needed to learn it. We went and did it. If I got sued, I went to a business management class. If I needed to manage my finances better, I took a small business finance class. So I want you to look at, you got to hire experts, people who produce results, Those are the kind of experts that you want to hire. Benjamin Franklin said, take the coins from your purse, invest them in your mind, and your mind will fill your purse overflowing. You got to move fast. You can't think about it. You got to move fast. You got to trust your intuition. You got to be creative. We've got to pivot, and pivot some more. I don't think there's one strategy that we implement in 2020 that we kept through the whole year. We kept changing, we kept pivoting. Business is like that combination lock. One little tick off and it's not going to open. You've got to advertise. You got to get yourself out there. Advertising could be speaking on a platform. Advertising could be doing Facebook ads. Advertising could be Google ads. We did it all to find what's going to work in our market, what's going to work with our clients, what's going to work inside of our community. And then we played with partners that were willing to play back, partners that were willing to support, partners that were tied to the big game of me impacting 1 million people. Make your goals so big they make you nervous. Make your goals so big that you have to get up early in the morning, that you got to do it no matter what, that you can't wait till tomorrow. I can't wait till tomorrow because I'm too excited about what I'm up to and what I'm doing. You got to share on your social. You got to tell people what you're up to. The biggest way to make the difference is share what you're up to. You will get rid of people that don't want to be with you and find people that do. It's time to clean house. Somebody needed to hear that. Somebody came for that. It's time to clean house. Don't hang around with these naysayers. Don't hang around with those people that don't get you. Don't hang around those people that just take from you. How many of you know what I'm talking about? I want to see show of hands. How many of you know it's time to clean house? How many of you know? Thank you, Percy. Thank you, Nina. Thank you, Lisa. It is time to clean house. Thank you, Anna. Right? I know it's hard. It doesn't mean you don't have to love them. I can love them from a distance, Michelle. I can love them, but I don't have to be in your space. I don't have to try to convince you. I don't have to cajole you. I don't have to manipulate you. You either get it or you don't, right, Terry? You either get it or you don't. You're either in or you're out. You got to clean house, Diane. You got to clean house because sometimes those people are your anchors. Those people are your sinkers. You're the deep end trying to swim and they're holding your feet down. How many of you know you have people in your life like that? It's time to let them go. It's time for you to be the giant. It's time for you to step up and step out.